Good evening, friends. This is Shivakkumar again, and so our friends asking me actually how you completed or have you passed the SAP EWM certification examination. So, as already mentioned, actually I have posted a lot of videos, but they have asked the complete tips on the examination part. So currently SAP is actually giving certification in the EWM in 1909 and 2020. Okay, so both the things are available, and I'm seeing actually not a big change in 2020 when compared to 1999. But I mean more or less same actually, not a big issue, not a big thing. So, but currently actually they are giving both the versions. Actually, um, say 2020 and 1909. Okay, C underscore S4 EWM 1909, and latest one is C underscore S4 EWM 2020. Say they are giving the name SAP Certified Application Associate Extended Warehouse Management with SAP S4 HANA. And there are 80 questions to be asked. Will be asked in the examination, and pass score is 63 percentage, and they are giving the examination time of 180 minutes. That is 3 minutes, and they are giving this certification examination in three languages: English, German, and Japanese. And they are having, as already told, actually they are giving two options. For taking one-time examination, the code is CER001. That cost actually is 16,884. And which includes GST. So GST price actually which include around actually 3,000 plus. So totally 19,889 rupees will come for single time. And if it is 6 times chance, actually the code is CER006. So you can take 6 attempts. So cost is 42,211 including GST. Yeah, so it depends on, actually say you can add whatever you want, you can add to your basket. So the topics covered in this examination, right? Actually, especially the EWM warehouse structure, resource management, and SAP EWM master data. Say in this area you can use EWM110 and EWM115 book. Even in the you can download that from the Learning Hub Access, SAP Learning Hub Access. So main thing is here actually you are concentrating on define the warehouse structure and set up resource management and create SAP EWM master data like storage bins and products and packaging specifications, supply chain units, and business partners. So these are the focus areas. And so normally the questions will come around actually nearly greater than 12 percentage kind of thing. And next topic will be inbound process. So value added services, cross docking, quality management, all these things. So you can use the books EWM100, EWM110, and EWM120 and EWM140. So the topics covered is executing inbound process with value added services, VAS, or deconsolidation, set up deliveries for cross docking, simply called CD, or quality inspection engine, right? Actually there is a new term given in the new versions of SAP QAE. And then outbound, that the questions will percentage of question is around greater than equal to 12 percentage in the examination. And next topic will be outbound process, includes wave management, cross docking, production integration. So you can use the book EWM100, EWM110 PDF document, EWM120, and EWM130 documents. So these topics covered will be combined outbound deliveries using wave management, packing and kitting in outbound process, and stage products for the production. And here also the questions will be coming around greater than or equal to 12 percentage. And fourth topic will be cross integration topics, labor management, exception handling, batches, serial numbers. So around 8 to 12 percentage will be questioned here in the examination. So set up labor management, exception handling, work with additional product information. These are covered under this area, and you can use EWM100, 110, EWM 120 and 125. So these are the documents or PDF documents to be studied for the setup, labor management, exception handling, work with additional product informations and everything. So the question will be asked around 8 to 12% in this topic. Okay. So when you see that examination, actually the online examination screen, in above the top of the questions, actually which area they are questioning, labor management and POSC, and then actually say for example exception handling, like that the inbound process management, like that actually they will add the topic. Based on that you can easily identify from which part it is asking. So that will be indicated in your final score. Once you submit the examination, it will generate the percentage of mark against each section, and the overall actually aggregate or gross total of marks you have scored percent, that it will be shown in the percentage. That is important. So past score percentage is 63%. Okay, that is very important. So actually you need to score equally in all the areas, then only you will get a pass mark. Okay, if you are getting anyone very less compared to the pass percentage, then it is a problem. So that is what I am saying. Read all these books actually thoroughly. Say if you are already experienced in EWM, then it is not a big issue. But one thing, clearing a certification does not require the work experience. That I like to tell, because actually whatever you are working, that actually that will I can say that will not enough to write an examination. In examination they are more tickling, or they are indirectly asking the questions that will confuse you actually, and sometimes 3 to 4 answers will be right, and sometimes 2 will be right, so out of 5. So this will confuse you actually. So it's not a straight to point answer. So definitely you need to think, you need to go through the questions thoroughly and read the answers, read answer options, right, of 4 or 5 things. So you need to thoroughly read that, and then only you can able to answer it properly. Think before, while you are answering the or choosing the options. And also you have the option to again revisit the answers by clicking back options, but there is no option for directly checking the questions and answers directly whatever you answered in a drop down. That is not possible. Only you need to go back options, then only you can say from 80 question to 1 question, back to 1 question, you can use back option. And again for forwarding movement you need to choose next like that. It will increment your question. So now actually we are coming to our point actually. So say we already saw the cross topic, that is labor management, exception handling, batches and serial numbers. Now we are going to see the system integration, master data and delivery document customizing. That will come around 8 to 12% in your examination. So you need to use EWM110 PDF document. This covers the topic setup, system integration, distribute master data and customize delivery documents. These are the topics to be of interest to be covered. And next topic, warehouse process types, warehouse task creation and strategies, that come around 8% to 12%, and the PDF document used is EWM110. So here you are defining warehouse process types and setup determination, and then define put away and picking strategies. These are the point of consideration. And next point, next topic of interest is internal processing, that is physical inventory or replenishment process. This will be coming around less or equal to 8% in your examination. So EWM110 document to be used. Here you can see define process, physical inventory process and related setup, and execute replenishments by replenishment or refill process. Those who know SAP EWM can understand, even though they are not they are freshers to EWM, right? The concept will be same, but lot of advanced features and functionalities available in EWM model. Okay, and then actually next topic will be warehouse management. So this covers the monitoring of a cockpit. So from a centralized transaction from where all the process can be taken place. So the questions will be asked around less or equal to 8%. So you can use EWM120 for document for this section. And topics of interest is monitor warehouse activities using warehouse management monitor, and warehouse cockpit and analytics apps. Okay, and then we have shipping and receiving, which is around less than or greater than or equal to 8%. So here you can do EWM120, that is configure yard management, SAP dock appointment scheduling, and use a shipping cockpit. And then warehouse order and warehouse order creation rules will come around less than or equal to 8%. So here you can define warehouse order creation rules and everything. And so we can use a document EWM110 for your examination purpose. Okay. So when going deep into that, document. So what are the topics you are covering? So that plays a quite important things, right? So you can in EWM100 you can see processing extended warehouse management. It's a overview document. So warehouse structures, master data, basic process in EWM. So goods receipt and goods for shipping, and then warehouse monitoring and processing with mobile devices, and managing the warehouse and outlining the radio frequency RF framework, and additional functions in SAP EWM, applying storage control, employing serial numbers and processing batches, mapping quality inspection process, and applying value-added services, and then warehouse organization including performing sorting, applying replenishment methods, performing physical inventories, and optimizing resources, applying warehouse management, labor management, executing the production supply process and expected good receipt process, applying goods cross-docking, and so warehouse extension in the sense planning the shipping and receiving of the products, controlling the material flow systems, and SAP best practices include combined and inbound and outbound process, executing end-to-end process in SAP EWM. So the goals when you are thinking about actually explain the major pieces of warehouse management and prerequisites in the sense you need to go through SAP 01, that is SAP overview, or S4 H00, S4 HANA overview, and ACM 601 process in logistic execution, that is ECC, or S4 601 business process in SAP S4 HANA supply chain execution, right? So these are the important point to be considered. So this course includes information about the difference between the decentralized EWM and S4 HANA embedded EWM. So that you need to study, you need to know what is embedded EWM and S4 HANA embedded EWM, right? So these are the two options actually you need to go through. And when talking about EWM 115, so EWM 115 deals with resource management in extended warehouse management. Okay, so here you can see optimization of resource process, setting up travel distance calculations between the locations, and using mobile device configurations, manufacturing resources or managing resources, optimizing resources, and setting up pick, pack and pass process, and control of physical movements in warehouse, setting up layout oriented storage controls, and integrating material flow systems, right? So these are the important things, and goal in this sense configure resource and mobile devices and set up layout oriented storage controls, and prerequisite that requires actually EWM 110 and EWM 100 and 110 to be concentrated. 100 always deal with process in SAP S4 HANA EWM, and 110 deals with basic customizing in SAP S4 HANA EWM. So these are the important points to be noted, and this is for whatever I told is for actually say EWM 115 I told, and now actually for EWM 110. So EWM 110 deals with basic customizing in SAP S4 HANA EWM. So here you can see the integrations and outlining the basics of EWM, and setting up integration between SAP ECC, ERP and EWM, and the delivery document integration, structural elements and master data. That creating structural elements, storage bins, work centers in EWM, and transferring master data from ERP to EWM, and creating warehouse product master data and packaging specifications, and warehouse process types including applying process types, goods receipt, configuring direct put away, and applying put away rules, and checking capacities and goods issues. So applying stock removal strategies, configuring exception handling and combined items in waves. And storage control includes configuring process-oriented storage control and understanding layout-oriented storage control, and warehouse order creation, including create warehouse orders, posting changes, stock transfers and replenishment, physical inventory, slotting, and post-processing framework. This covers under the EWM 110 chapter. So here actually the goals will be configuring the use of major features of SAP Extended Warehouse Management. That is the beauty of that. And prerequisite, as already told, actually we need to go through EWM100 process. And first thing, as already said, actually we need to know the difference between EWM decentralized EWM and S4HANA embedded EWM. So this is to be considered. So far we have discussed about EWM100, 115 and 110. So now actually we need to say 120. So EWM, what it covers in EWM 120. So that deals with customizing additional topics in SAP Extended Warehouse Management. Okay. So that covers EWM 120 covers with EWM analytics. So monitoring and analyzing the warehouse process. In a particular warehouse, we can monitor all the activities. That is called EWM analytics. And then extension of work with the deliveries, setting up of value-added services, setting of cross docking, creating outbound deliveries, direct outbound deliveries, work with packed materials, use of stock specific stock specific unit of measures, plan for coordination, and then create items for packaging materials, warehouse expansion. So warehouse expansion in the sense managing shipping and receiving, and then actually setting up the determination of staging areas, and doors and routes, and then planning transportation. So there actually you can integrate EWM and TM, and extension of work with the special products such as using serial numbers, kitting in EWM, using batch managed products, right? And goal in the sense we have the ability to configure complex processes like value-added services, cross-docking or yard management in extended EWM. And prerequisites, you need to be thorough in EWM 100, 110, all these things. And then, so again here also you need to know the difference between the decentralized EWM and S4HANA embedded EWM. So these are the important things. So far we have seen EWM 100, EWM 110, EWM 115 document, EWM 120 document. Okay. So all these things actually we need to consider, and then now we are going to see about EWM 140 document, what it deals with. So EWM 140 deals with quality management in SAP EWM. Quality, that is quality in its integration engine, right? QAE. So that deals with production quality in extended warehouse management. Using quality management, what functionalities you can perform in EWM. Quality management process which deals with counting of materials, ensuring product quality, and then inspecting and backlogging or blocking the handling units. Integration of ERP quality management QM with quality inspection engine QAE, and integration ERP QM and QAE, controlling goods receipt and recurring inspections, and creating internal and recurring inspections. So these are the important points to be considered. And goals in the sense you need to know about the course deals with describing the process of QWM within SAP EWM, including how it integrates with quality inspection engine, and then define QM with QM for EWM process steps required for your organization implementation projects. So prerequisites, you need to know study EWM 100 for process in SAP EWM 110 for extended SAP Extended Warehouse Management used for customizing. So as already told, actually the release will be 2020, and so here actually important thing to be noted is this course does not cover the quality management process in SAP S4HANA embedded EWM. Okay, does not cover the SAP QM. We have SAP QM and S4HANA QM is a separate module, but it deals with the integration, quality integration engine. Okay, that is the important thing here. Don't confuse with that. So this is about the EWM 140 document, And now actually we need to look after other documents, that is EWM 125. So what it deals with, labor management in SAP S4HANA EWM. So labor management is a very important thing, right? Actually, so we are deploying labors for the inbound, outbound, or internal warehouse operations, cross-docking, whatever it may be. So we need to use a labor management. So activating the labor management, and then maintaining the employee data, and then configuring the engineered labor standards with work step sequences and BRF plus configurations required for the labor management, and creating performance documents, analyzing labor performances, and then goals in the sense here actually you are concentrating on configure and use labor management for extended warehouse management, and plan labor times and resources in your warehouse more effectively. And then actually prerequisites in the sense you need to know about EWM 110 and then 100, 120. These are very important. And here also you need to know about that basic difference or functionality or technical configuration or business process related specific to EWM decentralized with the EWM embedded EWM. Okay, this is very important. So I can say labor management provides you the series of functions that help you to plan the labor times and resources in your warehouse more effectively, and thereby making your warehouse more productive. You can compare and evaluate the performance of your warehouse employees based on engineered labor standards. Okay, that is very important. And so we have seen 100, 110, 115, 120, 125, all these things. And now actually we need to see the I can say the type of questions actually they are asking in say in EWM examinations, right? So that is also quite challenging one. You need to check. So 100 you need to study for preparing SAP EWM certification. You need to know 100, EWM 100, EWM 110, EWM 115, EWM 120, EWM 125, and EWM 140. So these are very and also we have EWM 130 also there. So that is a different topic. Okay, so EWM 140, all these things there. And now actually we need to see what kind of nature of questions actually it will be thrown during your examination. During your examination actually they will ask, say the difference between the decentralized EWM concepts and current SAP embedded EWM. So what concepts are currently available? So say for example actually currently in embedded EWM we have the integration between ODO and OD. And say for example how the master data are linked in current SAP EWM, and in which way or how actually the decentralized EWM will be different from the embedded EWM. Say decentralized EWM will be for the large organization, and embedded EWM for the mid-cap industries, right? Actually for the warehouse operations. So these are the main things actually you need to know, whether actually the QRFC is available in the embedded EWM or not. And questions related to shipping and receiving, and then RF gun related. So what profiles you will do, personalization profile and all these things, presentation profiles and everything. And they will ask questions about warehouse order creation rule, how the warehouse order is confirmed, say how the inbound delivery order is created, how the inbound delivery is created, what is the subsequent action after the inbound delivery, how warehouse task is created, how the waves are generated, either automatic or manual, say how the warehouse stocks will get processed, how this warehouse order will be confirmed, how all this warehouse task or all these things will club together by the wave. So what is the sequence for loading and unloading, put away, all these things. And then actually they will ask for labor management related. Say, what are the profiles to activate a labor management? So, at what level the labor management will be defined and related to your yard management? So, whether actually two warehouses is assigned to your yard management, how you manage the situation? Say, so what are the rules or which thing actually system is checking while you are doing warehouse order creation rules? How system confirms the warehouse task? How system confirms completes the warehouse order? And then actually process adjustments and everything, right? Say, I can say exception. How the exception handling is handled. What is, say for example, if stock count is different between ECC and EWM, what happens? So when the batches will get created, what is the process by which actually the delivery created in ECC will be migrated to EWM? What is the corresponding document in EWM and inbound delivery is created in ECC? So, what is about the inbound process? What about the outbound process in EWM integrating with the ECC? How the EWM will behave when working as a standalone box? What are the features? What are the advantages? How the batches are managed? How the serial numbers are handled? So, what splittings related? Required for doing cross docking? Which cross docking helps you to optimize your warehouse process? And how the production integration options, what document will get created during the production integrations, and what are the value added services for which actually you need to consider during the outbound process or inbound process, and how the quality inspection engine or quality management function with EWM. So these are the say how the physical inventory in EWM happens, what background process will happen, what background job will work, and how you determine warehouse process types, warehouse task creations, strategies, all these things. I mean, which strategies are using, picking and put away strategies, and say for internal processing, how the physical inventory is organized, and how the quantities are replenished and controlled. What is the purpose of warehouse management cockpit and warehouse management monitor? What are the central functions you are doing with warehouse management monitor or a warehouse management cockpit? How the RFID is working with the EWM integration? Say, what are the prerequisites for the shipping and receiving functionalities? How you integrate with the EWM with the TM? See, this was asked in TM also. How you are integrating with EWM? Same questions actually you can accept when integrating EWM with the TM, right? And what is a POAC? How the POAC will work, and how what things it will determine? How the stock is managed? At what time you are suggesting layout oriented storage control? What are the futures? Actually, they will give you some 3 to 4. Choose the best answer, best options. You need to choose whichever is appropriate to that. It looks actually all the answers are looks to be correct, but actually it is not. Only actually they will give you 2 answers are correct, 3 answers are correct. Mostly I am saying actually 3 answers are correct. That option will come, and 2 answers also there. And sometimes more trickyly they will ask actually to choose a one, but all the 4 answers looks very correct. But you need to identify the correct one which aptly answers the question. So this is very important. So that is what I am saying. You please go through the questions before answering the real-time examination, and before that in learning hub we have lot of say I can say simulators, practice exams you can do. So you can check those, or you can utilize that options. So we have actually an option called learn, certify and stay current, practice. So you can see a lot of e-learnings, e-books, assessment examinations, practice examination, configurations available related to EWM and TM, all the examinations, whatever it thing. Actually, you can find all these related topics, and you can practice very well. Other than that, in Udemy also you can find lot of actually I can say available materials in the for the EWM online courses. You can use Udemy for your studies, and then actually you can use actually a lot of EWM related websites for going through all these topics. So always actually how the document linking happens, how the exception handling happens. See, if stock is irrelevant or stock is high in one particular system, how to adjust that. So you need to know about all these things, actually process integrations, technical integrations, what interface you are using, say embedded EWM related concepts. So you need to identify and differentiate between what is there in the decentralized EWM. So these things are very important, and SAP has given structured their course very beautiful actually. So they have given a step by step or sequential manner for determining all these courses, actually all these steps. So one, actually those who are not having prior experience in EWM can easily get into the EWM, learn and certify the particular part. So if the question was asked, can WM consultant can enter EWM? Yes, why not? Actually, we can easily get into the EWM because you already experienced in EWM. That will help you to learn EWM much more faster compared to a new person or a new guy entering EWM, right? That is important. So you can able to correlate, because I am basically MMWM consultant, having more than 23 years of experience in MMWM. But actually I'm having very less experience, nearly 1 or 2 years, maximum 3 years with Coke or Ford client or Modestring client in 2013, 14, 15, those times. But with the I has already told, there is no relation between with the work experience and the taking the examination, right? Taking the examination, you need to steadily, then only you can get a pass mark. With I can say, with your experience you cannot, with that knowledge you cannot, hands-on experience knowledge, you cannot pass the examination. I already told, all the questions and answers will be more confusing and tricky wise. So you need to thoroughly read 100 EWM100, EWM110, EWM150, EWM120, EWM125, EWM130, EWM140 books. So otherwise it is very difficult for you to learn the concepts, and you need to practice more number of times. Whenever you are finding time, you need to study the subject, and then actually you need to concentrate on each of the applications and topics. And in YouTube also we have a lot of number of actually videos available. So I'm seeing actually some people have posted actually very beautiful EWM videos which will help you to learn the business process and basic understanding of EWM. And I'm seeing lot of actually there are some person actually posted EWM dump for this C underscore S4 EWM underscore 2020. So those gives a rough idea on how to take the examination, how what kind of questions, or how their SAP is looking for the certification questions and everything. So that is really useful for each and everyone, right? Actually, so I think actually those who are already know the certification process can easily learn all these things. And right, actually in SAP actually, or how they are conducting examination, right? So you cannot allow to take digital mobiles or palm top or laptop or any mobile sets during when you're taking examination. You cannot take any hard copy of books, nothing to be with you. So you need to be sit alone within the room, and then there is no digital or hard copy of book near to it, and there is no table, no other things other than the laptop, mouse pad, and the power source. The power source should be always online, connected to the power source. And the SAP before conducting examination, SAP coordinator from SAP will ask you to show the 360 degree view of your room, and left and right of your table, and your table space, and the wall before you, and below all these things. Top and bottom of the examination, the laptop you are placing in the table, top and bottom of the table, and left and right of the table. So no person is allowed to enter the room while you are taking the examination. No support to be taken while taking an examination, especially in technical. So support in the sense, not if you are having any say noise or voice issues or connectivity issue, then actually you can get a support from the SAP support consultant. Uh, Note technical support in the sense, when you are taking EWM or TM, actually you are not allowed to take support from any other person or any other source where you are trying to get an answer, right? That is not allowed. You need to try to write your answer your the questions based on your own trial and own knowledge, whatever you studied. That is very important. So practice, learn all these topics. It is available in learning hub portal as well as Udemy portal. So you can get lot of courses available. You can have a live practice sessions, demos are available. You can and then simulators are available for taking SAP EWM, TM, SAP Activate, MM, all these courses. So prior requisite is actually you need to know MM, SD, WM, EWM kind of thing. That will help you to learn EWM very easily. I hope the details have given is very useful. So thanks for watching and thanks for my continuous support. Thanks friends. This is Shivakkumar signing off.